12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people?
Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida.
Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit. Stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuts, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without y'all, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida. Intrigue, the Incredible, straight out the ATL. James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and French fries, breakfast and champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C. Y. E.
California. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2 division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr.
LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, aka the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbat 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chick Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people, there is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBD for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
What's up? What's up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition with the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside the one, the only Ringwalk Danny, and we're here to discuss the return of Vasiliy Lomachenko. His fight is official with Jamaine Ortiz, and the undercard was announced. Danny, good morning. What's up?
The roof.
On fire?
It don't seem that way.
I guess we don't need no water
Why wouldn't you need any water?
because it ain't on fire. It's part of the song, bro. Yeah, what's up?
The roof.
Okay.
How you feeling?
Dandy.
Dandy. Okay.
Dandy.
That's an intriguing word. But yeah, champ, obviously we was privy to the news. Shit, I feel like a fucking month ago. I don't know. It's been a while. Before the rest of the world knew, that's for sure. Jamaine Ortiz, Vasiliy Lomachenko was supposed to be originally October 22nd here in Las Vegas. Got bumped a week, bumped the coast.
And they going all the way to the east, bruh.
Yeah, probably better location.
I mean, because of Loma.
Absolutely. I mean,
So once again, they say that they show us Loma's not a star while telling us he's a star. Why is he getting home court advantage? Because that's what New York is. You know, his demo is over there.
I mean, the same could be said about Jamaine Ortiz. There's way more Puerto Ricans and Dominicans in fucking New York.
Well, he's not from New York. He's not from any of the boroughs, so
No.
I don't even know why would we say that. But I get it. He can tap into those people, possibly. Unfortunately, this isn't a sport like, I don't know, basketball or football where, you know, everyone wears the same jersey, so everyone is associated. Jamaine's associated with no one but himself, and he just got put on the scene, so I don't know that the Dominicans and Puerto Ricans in the Heights and in the Lower East Side or in Harlem is going to even know who the fuck he is. He's from Massachusetts. That shit is like 6 hours away from the boroughs. But nonetheless.
You been to a Loma fight in New York?
I think, yeah, I've been to one of them little Hulu fights.
Okay.
He be in a small room and shit, chilling.
So I would assume like a big Ukrainian population, obviously in New York.
I mean, you know, New York is very diverse. You know, they cater to the Ireland people, right? Like, we'll have a John Duddy and a Jesse Brinkley. No, wrong person. Quigley. And whoever else, Conlon, come to New York and do their thing. Then we'll have a Edgar Berlanga and a Xander Yayas come to New York and do their thing. Then we'll have a Loma because we're very diverse in New York. You know, it's an immigrant city without a doubt because you got your Puerto Ricans, you got your Dominicans, you got your Middle Easterns, you have your West Indians, you know, you got your fucking Jamaicans. It's like New York is the shit.
So the answer,
except for the fact that it's overpopulated and they build up.
Yeah,
that's
I don't know if
crazy.
It's over. You get what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, I definitely think it's congested. Right?
Have you seen the size of New York on the map?
Yeah, but
compared to other states, and then again, keep in mind that's one of the few states that builds up.
Okay.
Not just fancy industrial buildings, but housing is up.
Yeah, in America, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, if you go to Mexico City that has 3 times the population of New York City.
Oh, I didn't compare out there. Okay.
But, I don't even know where this was going, champ.
We were talking about the demographics of New York and the fact that they switched it from the West Coast to the East Coast.
Yes. I mean, it makes, like, complete sense. Vegas didn't make sense for that fight.
I guess I was being
optimistic.
No.
Hopeful.
Selfish.
Greedy. Okay.
Selfish. Yeah. I'm out here in Vegas. It's like, all right, why not? Let it be here. Let it be here. But it's not.
And that's why I was asking about the Ukrainian population out there. I've never, covered a Loma fight in New York, but I saw Usyk in Chicago, and to my surprise, being from Chicago, I didn't know we had any fucking Ukrainians there.
And there's a lot of Poland people over there from Polish. But look, Vazdek was out there in New York before Loma. They got it. Like, they got Russians. They got Ukrainians. It's everything in New York, man. You can tap into all those markets.
No, I know. The main reason I was asking was because you said that you don't think, like, the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans will come out for Jamaine. Because he ain't from New York, but...
Because he ain't...
Loma's, like, from a whole nother fucking part of the world.
But Loma's been on television. Loma's been plastered throughout fucking HBO and ESPN.
So no way you think that Jamaine... I'm not saying top ranker ESPN.
No, he only had one fight on ESPN.
No, I'm not saying from what he has done. I'm saying you don't think there's nothing from now until the point of the fight to get himself out there to the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans in New York.
I mean, no.
Okay.
They announced the fight officially yesterday. And what is that? 30-something days out?
45. Over.
I mean, because next month's October, and they fighting next month. So it's
the
like
29th.
They announcing it now.
We're 6.5 weeks out.
I don't see, and that's poor promotion. Typical is 8 weeks. Typical is 8 weeks. That's poor promotion, but we'll see. Do they vamp it up? Loma is a big in-house name for them.
Let me ask you, do you think, and I'm not saying, because I do agree with the 8-week promotion, but I'm thinking it's 6.5 weeks poor promotion for a 3,000 person venue?
Yeah, it's poor promotion when you tell us that Loma's a star. You tell us he's a star.
I mean, yeah, they've been saying that, though.
Oh, okay.
You know, he did 7,000 tickets in the Staples Center that holds 20,000 against Anthony Crolla.
And now you're saying he's fighting in a 3,000 seated arena.
I mean, I think the Hulu's about 3,000 maybe.
I thought it was 4. Isn't the Hulu the old Madison Square Garden?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be like 4,400 max capacity.
Okay.
I remember Sergio fighting there, but neither here nor there. He in a small room. Like, what star is in a small room? Like, they need to just stop lying and go off his fighting skills.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think that at the end of the day, it's like, even if you fight in a big room, like, how many tickets is it really?
Well, I mean, you can do 20 if you Cotto.
I mean, you could do 20 if you're anybody.
Triple G and Lemieux did
very
close to 20.
I know. I'm saying there's guys that sell it out, but I'm saying you can get the big room and only do 6,000 tickets. And it's like, okay, you did the big room, but did you really?
No, yeah, for sure. Who's doing that?
Well, I'm just saying, Loma did 7 in L.A. against Crolla. That venue holds 20,000. You get what I'm saying? But they called it a sellout.
But I think New York is more expensive, no?
I don't know. They called it a sellout, though, because it was only staged for 7. So it's like, is he really selling out?
No, he's not.
You know, so.
But that's, you know, it took a spiral.
But I'm going to be honest with you. I still don't think 6 weeks is bad, bro. Like, to me, I asked, and again, on record, I have not been to a Lomachenko fight in New York.
Danny,
but
I mean,
I saw the Ukrainians come out in fucking Chicago. I can't imagine there being more of in Chicago than there would be in New York. And, you know, I would just assume if they came out for
I just think you're making it harder than it is. You tell me what's good, then we'll find where to put that and label it as good or bad. Because, you know, you can't say 6.5 weeks isn't bad, but then turn around and say that 8 weeks is good. You know, like, you got to tell me which is which. Like, is 8 weeks worth of promotion a good thing for a fight?
Well, that's what I was saying. Like,
because if 6.5 isn't, then what is bad in your eyes? That's what I want to know. If 6.5 isn't bad, what is bad?
6.5 weeks isn't, and granted, official announcement, I know that we got the announcement, like, you know, a couple weeks ago. I'd say 2-3 weeks ago. It was put out there to the masses. Not officially, though, right? Yesterday was the official announcement, and I believe Thursday's the 15th. Thursday, tickets go on sale, Ticketmaster.com. I just believe
Nice shirt.
Oh, thank you, sir. I just believe.
This is a good time to say Keyshawn had that shirt on yesterday, and it was a very amazing moment for me, you know, because in one part of the gym, Devin Haney's team had a boxing.
I like how he asked me a question, then cut me off.
It's your shirt. Your shirt sparked a memory, and it's also a plug. You know, you could tell them where to get that fancy shirt, but it's also, you know, something that was surreal, bro. Like, in the gym, not only did we have our banner, but the A-side team in Devin had our hat on, and then the new Olympian Keyshawn comes in wearing the shirt. I got at Ken right away, like, yo, how you the only one ain't got no TBV gear in this motherfucker?
That's your fault, champ.
No, it is, but he'll get some today.
Your man's in them, you know?
He'll get some today. It was dope.
He coming at 9:15 today?
To work out, yes. He'll be here at 8 a.m. for an interview.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
We got Brian Mendoza at 7, correct?
Yeah. Yo, Devin asked us what's our schedule yesterday.
Wednesday, completely open.
And then I'm like, we got Brian Mendoza. He's like, I was like, yeah, he was top ranked. He like, I'm like, you don't know? He like, I'm like, all right.
I thought Mendoza was fighting on PBC.
Is he?
Yeah,
that's probably why he ain't know him. I said the wrong company.
Yeah, he was like Showbox, stuff like that.
Didn't Mendoza and Abrams fight? Oh,
No.
but either way, Abrams was on a PBC card. Well, yeah. I mean, Mendoza's the one. I did get that information right. I told him Mendoza's the one that trains in Salah's gym, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
We talked to him one time at Sticky Paws.
Yeah, no, I remember interviewing him.
That was my
him for
first
sure.
day here that we got him scheduled.
I remember interviewing him in the building for sure.
Then big guest Thursday, Ness. I know somebody you've been wanting in studio.
Oh, you locked that in? It's official tissue?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, shit beneficial.
We announcing that?
Why not? Why wouldn't we let the people know that we're going to have Edgar Berlanga,
the chosen one
in studio Thursday?
He coming through with Anuel.
Yo, that'd be dope.
Amazing. The windows be like, poof, 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 poof.
Yo, like,
they be banging on them shit.
Yo, like, Ness would be standing on top of the table like,
nah.
Bro, that's how you was at the concert.
Fuck out of here. You're such a liar. Meanwhile, I got video of him getting real excited, but it's okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was groovy for sure, but so was you.
Groovy.
So was you.
So just for the record, 2019 was the last time he fought on ESPN.
Who?
And then Mendoza, and then the last three, which was Lamana, Ramos, and Benjamin Whitaker, were on like TGB or Tom Brown.
Ramos who? Oh, who?
D. Ramos, Jesus.
Okay.
Nephew of Abel.
Oh, young bull,
big dog.
Yeah, nah. Hey, yo, Edgar is big as hell, Bo.
He a beast. He a monster, like he say.
No, like obviously, that's in the ring, but
nah, I'm saying like he a big dude.
Fuck yeah.
Was his pops with him?
Yeah.
His pops swole too. I know.
No, not Jim Swole. It's, his pops definitely
not a small
youthful.
Guy, though. Okay.
His pops youthful than a motherfucker. But listen, I gotta get like a side by side because face to face, he made me feel like my 6'5" wasn't real. Right? Like, how did it look when me and him shook hands? Did you notice like where our heads was? No homo.
I mean, I ain't
Just
really
say Paul.
look, but nah, yeah, I looked to be about
the same size,
yeah,
right?
You didn't really look too much.
What is
bigger
he listed on box?
You didn't
Rec?
look too much bigger than Edgar.
I thought he was like 6'2". My man might be 6'4", 6'5".
I would imagine he looked probably the same size as Milton. Do you look about that size?
Holy shit, they got him listed as 6'1". That's bullshit. That's complete bullshit.
Boxer Echo have you listed as 6'7" though. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is crazy.
Let me see if I could Google something to see.
Google something like what?
I'm saying if there's any other websites with his height, maybe.
Try Tapology.
I remember the days where
It's
people
funny.
was embarrassed to be looking and getting their facts from BoxRec, and now like Tapology is what BoxRec used to be. Like you ain't supposed to be over there looking at that. You supposed to be on BoxRec nowadays.
No, we be on BoxRec, and I remember when I started. The idiots that were upset that they can see that TBV was going to destroy the, boxing podcast game, would tell me that BoxRec was a handicap. And it's like, how could a tool be a handicap?
But you used to be jumping on people's head for using BoxRec. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going toe for toe.
I love BoxRec.
Yeah, but it took one specific co-host to open you up, and like he was winning with you, so you had to tap in. Once you tapped in, you ain't never came back.
Who?
Matt.
What about Matt?
Matt used to stay BoxRec and everything.
Yeah, but that
you like, oh, you using your little BoxRec. Let me guess.
See, truth is,
uh-oh,
the BoxRec dispute comes before Matt. That's what I'm saying. Like, a previous co-host would use that as a
tool.
No.
What?
As a way to discredit me because I was using BoxRec, but it's like, how is Danny wrong for picking up an encyclopedia or a dictionary or a thesaurus?
Right.
Like, none of that makes sense. Only in boxing do you get, shamed on for using a tool to make you better.
And then think about it. Truth be told, if I'm a consumer of anything, like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Only people I ain't fact checking is damn near like ESPN, and that's on some non-boxing shit.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like team sports shit, bro. But other shit, it's like
you got to get your own facts.
Right. So if I'm the consumer, I would want the content creator to give me factual shit. So yes, tell me, yo, according to BoxRec.com, Edgar Berlanga is listed at 6'1", because according to Tapology, Edgar Berlanga is also listed at 6'1". You know what I'm saying? But it's
And
like I don't want to
soon-
tell the people, yeah, Edgar's 6'1", because it's like says who?
Especially when I met him in person, and I know that for a fact I'm over 6'1". For a fact, even hunching over, I'm over 6'1".
You know,
Did he have on some Balenciagas or something?
bro, I don't even know what the hell he had on.
He
his,
had sneakers.
see,
They were not Balenciagas though.
I don't remember what he had on his feet, but I think I've told you, bro. I got a picture with Wilder, where he looked to be maybe that much taller than me, maybe 2 inches taller than me.
I know, but you've showed that, and none of us agree with you.
I think I do remember saying that.
Yeah, it doesn't look the way you
On
think
the pic-
it looks.
like that's-
It looks. Yes.
Does
it
he look 6'7"?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, but it doesn't. It's not like that. But we get you. We get you. We do.
Okay.
End of the day, Berlanga appears to be a larger guy than he is shown to be on line.
Yes.
Pause.
Yes. And Bo, I'm only saying that and stressing that because we seem to as a community, right? Like as a boxing community, we seem to feel that maybe Edgar is in all that they said. So I was just trying to bring some truth, at least to the size and the fact that they call him a monster. It shows, it shows. And he wasn't boxing or nothing. He was just doing strength. Yeah, definitely the president. As soon as we shook my hand, but he was just working out.
Was that your first time meeting him? Like
I
in
believe
person?
so. I believe so. Yeah.
You interviewed him like on the show or anything like that?
Actually, it's not the first time. That's the first formal introduction. He and I were at a fight together in Orlando.
Okay.
And I did get an interview with him. He had that amazing chain, and like he wore all black. It was a small show in Orlando. Probably was a top ranked show. I actually brought my girl to that, and Keem was there from The Dream.
Yeah, I know they were doing like a lot of shows in like the Kissing Me area, right?
Yes, we went to that. And he didn't. I'm telling you, because you know what? Now that you got me talking about, I remember going to the barricade because he was
inside the cage.
Well, not inside. He was right outside because they had a large group. Like they wasn't playing. They went there deep. I think it was PD Pablo was actually fighting on that card.
Okay.
So they was stupid deep down there, and so I went up to the barricade, and I didn't feel like that. I didn't feel like yesterday, man. But whatever. Enough time spent on that.
Yeah, so Thursday?
I did get contacted, though, by Ortiz's peoples.
Okay.
We are more than welcome to come to Cole-ass, Massachusetts and watch him train. He's going to be hitting me up to confirm what dates we could fly out.
I ain't going to lie to you.
Not interested?
No, bro. I was going to say, bro, the first road trip me and you did was to Boston and shit. And I know he's not directly in Boston.
Yeah, this can't be a road trip. When we did that trip, we was in Jersey.
That's probably a 30-hour drive.
30? I don't know, bro. That shit.
I mean, yeah,
26 from Alabama.
I don't think we'd be driving, right?
No, I know, but
you said road.
Yeah, because you used the word road trip. Me and Bo emphasizing that it wouldn't be.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, like, the only time I've ever been to fucking Massachusetts
was in that road trip.
Yeah, it was on that road trip.
And that was like the first time you got proper high.
Nah. But that was the first time I did listen to Anuel and Ozuna. But I was telling you, Bo, let me tell you. So we making the drive back from Boston to Jersey.
To see Demetrius Andrade
and
Eddie Heard,
Billy
Joe. Joe.
So anyway, we making this drive back. At this point, I'm on like day 2 of my 30-day vacation from work, right? So they messaging me from the job. Long story short, I'm in big fucking trouble when I come back. So it's like, damn, I got fucking 4 weeks of my vacation left. Like, they didn't already put a sour taste. Man, I ain't give a fuck. I'm like, cool, I'm going to get this weed out my system in time. Me and Ness got so high on that drive back from Boston. It was amazing. It was amazing. But yeah, champ, So outside of that, how many times you been up there? Like, is there
to Mass?
Yeah, like, was there boxes that brought you up to Mass? Like, not physically brought you, but like you would go down to Philly. Was there somebody that you'd go up to see in Mass?
I want to say I went to see Big Bad Chad Dawson, but not in Massachusetts. I think it was Connecticut. Chad and who else I went to see in Connecticut? It wasn't a trip I would do often though. Connecticut was super whack.
Yo, how is it that
cold as hell? Mad horror stories too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
if you Google Connecticut, it's like a haunted house on every block.
I mean, I don't.
True story too, and I don't know that it's true, but obviously the people that live there, you know, documented it, so it's like.
Yeah, that's when they first started more so documenting stuff in America anyway on that side, 'cause that's where people was coming in.
That means ghosts. That means aberrations need the cold weather to exist.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I used to have a camera inside of the crib, like at an old house out here. It was part of like my cable bundle. You get a security camera with a telephone, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll take the security camera. Bro, so night mode.
What you found?
Yo, night mode, you get what I'm saying? If it's movement in wherever your camera's located, it starts recording. You get what I'm saying? So it started recording, sent the notification to my phone. My shit kept coming in, bro. It was orbits, like orbital. So you just see little balls of light just shooting across the room and shit. So it's not, and I say that to say it's obviously a warm weather city here in Las Vegas. So somebody was visiting me. It was probably the devil coming to get my ex.
Oh wow,
word. But yeah, no, I mean, Connecticut. I'm trying to think. I feel like it got to be shit popping in Connecticut, bro, because you have so many people from New York that live in Connecticut. It's like they'll commute, right?
I mean, that's because New York, like I told you earlier, is so overly populated that people are going to any suburban neighborhood, and Connecticut is there. Just like Teaneck is right across the bridge is there. Hoboken is right across the bridge is there. So like,
yeah, but like I'm talking about. And I'm saying that because obviously the cribs that people like, obviously 50 had his crib in Connecticut and shit.
You get a lot more space.
I was gonna say, yeah, you ain't getting that fucking land in Hoboken.
No,
like, you getting some nice ass rich shit in Hoboken, but you ain't getting that land in Hoboken.
No. So Connecticut is like if the country, you know, you want space, you're gonna go to Connecticut, Long Island, things like that. Staten Island, even though Staten Island is pretty. To me, I wouldn't live in none of them boroughs, bro.
Yo, I know this is totally random, but I saw a picture that I wanted clarification on, so led me to find other things. We gotta ask Edgar about his sparring with Daddy Yankee.
Yeah, I seen that.
They did some rounds together. You know, so definitely. Without saying too much, and we'll leave it at this. Obviously, we had that conversation yesterday, and when you left, I had a great conversation with Edgar. So I'm really looking forward to this interview, and I know that he is as well. So it's gonna be a good one on Thursday.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front, Bo. All I can think of is them 32 lights above us shining off his diamonds, seeing how that's gonna look. Like on camera,
if he wears,
because Raíz Alim chain wasn't nowhere near like a Edgar Berlanga chain. That shit, I kept peeking around my mic like, damn, that shit bright.
Vargas Jr. was pretty icy when he showed
but
up.
He was at sticky paws. I'm talking about under the blue wire lights. It's like 30. Y'all don't understand. It's so bright above us. The light, you know, there's a light that's called daylight, but those lights are so big that when you look up, it really looks like skylights in the ceiling because of the lights. It's crazy.
So the ice just gonna twinkle and glisten.
That's what I'm assuming. You know, I'm assuming we gonna have a light show.
It depends. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends. One, obviously, if he wears his jewelry.
He going to the win.
Hold on.
Two, but people be trying to
how
like
much
show
though?
up in
Like
have workout clothes and stuff like that.
Nah,
you gotta put on, man.
I'm saying how.
These
the
dudes
next question
different.
is how much, because
these dudes wearing gallery socks and shit.
That big ass Edgar Berlanga piece. Then he got the chosen piece for his son. So it'll be interesting.
Last question before we get back on. Anyway,
Do you think?
Nah, never mind, man. It is what it is. We got Mad Bent 100. Tap get their facts from BoxRec? Question mark. 1 week for Danny and Bo. 1 week for Danny and Bo. 2 weeks. Finesse. Okay, so he means one.
Is this what he? This is from yesterday, right?
No, this for today. He letting you know. He only gonna abstain from sex for 1 week for you and Danny.
This from
2
yesterday.
weeks. This
I
for
don't know
today.
what you doing
Look
there
at
for
the
me.
date.
I'm
today.
Look at the day, bro.
It's from today.
It says the 12th.
It's from today. Jesus,
So
my
they
man.
sent the same super chat 2 days.
Fucking God.
I'm asking, did they send the
It's
same
not
super
same.
chat?
It's not the same.
So it's not even the
I
same
wasn't
person.
involved in yesterday's. You want me to find you yesterday's?
No, I mean I must have did the show by myself yesterday.
Oh my God.
I'm saying,
my
what
man,
is he saying? and
Yo,
why
he
he's saying
hates
stuff
to
like
be
this? I'm lost.
wrong. He swears he's right. This is yesterday's super chat.
I was just asking.
No,
was it the
no,
same
no,
person?
no. You're so aggressive. I'm telling you, no. You're like telling me what you think it is. Like you don't know. So now I'm gonna screen share to show that you're wrong, and we'll move on. Lord have mercy, this man. This is yesterday's.
I am Black Money Bag.
This is yesterday's. Like Danny said, look at the date. The date says September 12th.
That's all I was.
He
all
says,
I was asking.
but I answered you, and you forcefully said
What
no.
did the super chat say?
You
That's what
forcefully
we
kept
let's
telling
just
me. You forcefully told me the date. I'm answering you, and you like, nah, look at the date. I'm like, no,
Take
it's
it
not.
easy, bro.
Nah, look
Take
at the
it
date.
easy. Take
it's
it
like,
easy.
bruh, chill.
No,
I'm
I was
telling
just
you,
asking,
no.
Was it the same person?
All right, well, it is the same person.
What
But
super chat
yesterday says, I'll abstain 1 week for Danny, 2 weeks finesse. I'm a bad man. Today's is totally different. He says, Tap get their facts from BoxRec. 1 week for Danny and Bo, 2 weeks finesse. Spin. Lord have mercy.
I'm saying,
So what does
why
that
is it-
mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying
Because
to
I ain't
figure
gonna lie, I don't want no man to be abstaining for me. That sounds
Bruh,
very
y'all didn't
weird.
watch. If you would have watched the link I sent you to do the show that we did yesterday, so that you could have put some fucking 2 cents in.
I saw the face off. I just
You
ain't
didn't
listened
see it.
to it. Yeah.
You ain't see it because you would have heard when
I
Chris
literally
Eubanks
told you
said
that yesterday.
Chris Eubanks said, I usually abstain 4 to 8 weeks. He's like, Billy Joe gets 4 weeks. This guy, he gets 2 weeks. He's like, if y'all don't know, when you abstain from sex, you build testosterone and all this shit. He started talking. So he like, for this guy, I'll just abstain 1 week. So now this is his new tagline. He's saying if he had to fight y'all, he's still banging some chick until 2 weeks out.
Only 1 week out for Danny.
No, he said 1 week out for you and Danny. 2 weeks for me because I'm a bigger threat.
I mean, that's what he think.
Well, that's what he said.
That's what he said.
I ain't
Stop
gonna
saying
lie.
what you thinking over there, buddy.
That's what he said.
Yeah, no. I'm talking to him, not you.
Well, let's spin for him.
Look, you could give Ness as much time as you said. just let today be the last time. That's kind of weird.
I mean, it's not weird. All fighters abstain from sex during camp. The only
No,
people that
no,
make
for
it weird
sure.
are the homophobes. Everybody got to be a homophobe. I said something, Bo, like, at least say pause. Like, is you gay?
No.
Is you gay?
You said
Is
no
you
homo,
fucking
and I
gay?
said don't say
Is
that.
you gay?
Say pause.
Is you gay, though?
You said no homo.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gay, then
You
I
said
guess
no
I got to
homo.
pause.
You ain't got to say no homo.
I'll pause because you gay.
But I'm saying
and
you
y'all think
literally said no
y'all think
homo.
I'm being sexual. And
Nah,
since y'all
you
gay,
said no homo,
that's
and I
why
was
y'all
like,
get
bro, just say
offended.
pause instead of no homo. Like, you ain't got to
You know
say
what I'm
that.
But here goes your spin, Mad Ben.
Mad Ben, don't super chat no more. You started 30-minute argument about crap.
TBV keychain. Put them in the run-ins. So we got another one though, right, Bo? It's another $5. I do believe.
Oh God! Now you got the chat talking about Bo is you gay.
There you go. Thanks for the keychain, Antonio Subber. He must have received his. Shout out to you. I'm gonna go ahead and spin for you as well because that was a $5 thank you, and we appreciate it. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that. The title bag. So, Mr. Stubber is in the title bag, and Mad Bet was in the keychain? The last one was
correct,
Mad Bet, right?
Correct.
Damn, Mad Bet, you in quite a few things.
I guess that abstaining, you know what I'm saying, get him good luck.
Nah, he been winning like a lot. But he was in the keychain, and Antonio was in the title bag. So, you know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. So, Danny, I think we got off track about visiting Massachusetts. It's not really something I would be interested in, honestly. Even though I guess I just asked to kind of be like, see where they at, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be cold in October in Mass.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Right? Like coat weather, too. I've been gone from the East for so long, I don't even know when you need a coat no more. But I think for sure in October you need a coat.
I don't know. I mean, I've never been to Mass in October, so I can't say. You know what I'm saying? October in Chicago be hit or miss. You might need a jacket. You might be cool with a hoodie. You know.
Let's see. In October weather in Massachusetts. Quick Google search. Daily high temperatures.
The guest is here.
Oh, wow. So it'd be from 67 to 57, rarely falling below 47 or exceeding above 78. Daily low temperatures increased by 9 degrees Fahrenheit, from 53 to 43, rarely falling below 34 or exceeding 61. Lord have mercy. That sounds cold. How do you sweat in that weather, bruv?
I mean, it's humid out there, so during
Really?
the summertime, obviously.
Yeah,
obviously in the wintertime it's cold, but they definitely have humid summers and shit.
Wow, we ain't got no poll, man. Let's get this poll for Jamaine. I mean, I think that's a waste of a poll, Danny, so maybe you need to be a bit more creative than me. I was just going to go with who wins and how, but
let's get a percentage or something. Let's put percentages on.
I just feel Jamaine being such a unknown commodity, he ain't going to get no votes anyway. They don't know him. They're going to go with the name they know. They see Loma, they know Loma. So I think the poll question needs to be a better question. Or at least a different one. Let me check what the bookies got. Do we have... You think we have a line? No, there's no over-under just yet on that, right?
I mean, you would have to check Bovada. They might not. I don't know. It's fucking quite the ways out, so I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. You know,
sucks.
Tony Salgado, the fighter, all the super chat says, "What's up, TBV?
What up?"
He said, he said, "What's the motherfucking deal?" He said, "Man, if that ill will don't want to go, I say respin that motherfucker. Matter of fact, here's another 75. Make me the winner."
That is true. That is true. It's not fair. I don't know what's up with ill will, but
we could do it again.
We've lost so many days.
Right.
Think it'd be really hard now, super last minute, no?
Yeah, but Tony does make a point. It's not fair.
Jamaine opened up
but we don't know what happened to ill will either, you know?
Yeah, he ain't reached out, called in, nothing. So.
I don't want to move on and then it was like, you know, he had something, you know, personal and or, you know.
Jamaine Ortiz opened up at a plus 1220 on FanDuel. Bet 100.
Man, I wonder when FanDuel coming to Vegas. I used to love them out there in Jersey. And that was so short lived, that little stint that they had, because when they came out I was about to leave and shit. I was moving out.
Yeah, you know, they got like, you could bet at the stadiums and shit.
No, I went to their sports book, bro. When I met one time on the dude that I told you, Soul Size Fighter, the Jamaican,
yeah.
Bro, racked up like 2,500. Went over there. I was so excited. I'm like, fuck that. I wanted it in cash, and I went to pick it up. It was dope. And then I seen a former sparring partner in there.
No, I'm saying though, you know, now you're able to bet, like, if they'll have it at the stadium. So if you're at the fucking New York Giants game at MetLife and fucking what city is that?
Jersey?
Nah, yeah, it's in Jersey, but it's in one of them cities.
What, this Giant Stadium?
Yeah,
it's like Meadowlands, Secaucus.
Nah, it ain't Secaucus.
Lyndhurst?
Nah. Definitely ain't letting her.
Nazi Caucus.
Definitely not.
Not Meadowlands. You talking about the Giant Stadium?
It's called the Meadowlands, but they got bro, I forget. But anyway, you know they have like betting stations there now, so you could literally be at the game and fucking go put your bets in and shit. Like they do at the horse tracks. No, a lot of arenas and shit are doing that now.
That's what FanDuel did. They bought out a part of the horse track in New Jersey at the Meadowlands in the Giant Stadium, and you go there. It's their sports book now. And you can pick up your money, make your bets. Watch
so
the
it's
games.
at the stadium.
It's at the stadium, but it's at the stadium parking lot. Like, this is the stadium.
Okay.
In that same big-ass parking lot, there's other buildings.
That's where you talking about you would go and shit. Okay.
That's where I went, yeah.
Okay.
So we have Brian Mendoza. Let's bring him in.
Take a quick intermission, get him settled, be right back.
Yes, sir. What's up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are joined here by Brian Mendoza, La Bala. What's going on, champ? Welcome back, and welcome to the new studio, man. What do you think?
Man, I was just staring around, admiring it, man. The whole building, everything, man. I love how you guys always make it your own immediately. I know you guys just got here, but I love the spot already, man.
Thank you.
To you guys moving up.
Yeah, man, you got to come here and try out the gym. We have a full strength and conditioning facility and boxing facility downstairs.
Oh, I was already looking. I was getting ideas.
So you still with Ishmael Salas?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so how's things been going since the last time we met you over at Sticky Paws?
So the training's been going amazing. I finally fought. I fought March 26th.
Benjamin Whitaker?
Yes, sir. I got a good knockout on that fight. You know, made a good statement that I'm here to stay. I'm here to make some noise, and now I'm just looking for a big name. But since I've seen you, the training's been going amazing, but I'm just waiting on that fight, man. I'm just literally just waiting on the call. I only took 2 weeks off for that fight, so I've been in camp since April. I already have like over 140 rounds of sparring, just everything, man. It's been insane. The training I'm getting with Tony Brady I've just leveled up like you wouldn't believe, and I'm just trying to show that. I need that shot to show that.
How long have you been working with Tony Brady?
I first worked with Tony Brady for the Cornflake fight, for the Lamana fight in 2020, I believe, late 2019. I had that one, and that we got a decent camp in for that one, and then he wasn't around too much because I was basically just piggybacking off Eddie Slandi Lara's camps. So we did those, and then but now I went to Oakland to work with Mario Barrios for the Thurman fight.
Okay.
And then ever since then, it just kind of turned into one long camp. Like, we don't really take time. Even if I chill a little on the boxing, we still grind and leveling up, making sure, we built for 54 now.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we saw Tony Brady obviously worked with a lot of guys up there, especially in the Bay. He worked with Amir Khan for some years, Ward, if I'm not, mistaken.
Berto.
And just a lot of guys out of that Virgil Hunter. Jim, what would you say he's been able to add to your game since you started working with him?
Man, a lot. It's the biggest part I would say was mental, like just staying locked in, even like through the workouts, there's no time to think about anything else or whatever. Just stay locked in, stay focused on the task at hand. There's too tired, too everything to think of anything else. And just my strength. I'm getting in there with guys 2 weight classes above me and guys with respectable names and handling my own. So everything's just made a big difference, you know. Even the work I'm getting with Lara, like, I'm definitely a lot more in there. I've finally really grown into 54 because I was in that weird spot where I was too big for 47, too small for 54 still. I wasn't really growing into it yet. But now I definitely feel like we're there. So just all around, man. And now Brian has a gas tank. So now I'm a real problem for anybody.
So Laura's at Ismail Salas too?
Yeah.
How long has you been here?
Like 3 fights now.
But he doesn't go back to Miami or nothing? He lives out here?
No, he lives out there.
Oh, okay.
And then, just he's here for camp.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So he's not here now?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm like, whoa, how'd he slip in the city?
Oh, yeah.
without checking in first.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
We got the dough. Anybody come through the city, we want to know. So,
Heads up,
obviously.
the homie Mario Barrios just came in last night. I don't know how long he's here, but there you go. Heads up.
There
One
you
of the
go.
big homies is here.
Bo, you heard that?
I heard it.
All right.
I'm going to have to see. I wonder if his father still has the same number. I got to see. But obviously you talked about, you know, settling in at 54 and getting work with Laura. There's another young man that you told us that you spar with, which is Yoelvis Gomez. He's just been added to the triple header. Yeah, how's that been, you know, getting work with him? And what did you think of his last performance? The knockout stopped, and it was Jorge Cota. Most thought he should get that knockout, especially when Lubin did what he did. Don't get me wrong. We know Cota is upset-minded. He beat Lamana.
Yeah. No, of course. He's always on it, but Gomez, he's just real. He's still real emotional. You got to remember he has all this experience and everything, but he just turned pro.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he had those fights in Mexico where, you know, he's used to like running through people like that. So he had those adjustments, and I actually thought he made a big leap in that fight by staying as calm as he did. I know it's like a lot of overhands and stuff, but, you know, those are decisions we make when we're in there. We think we have the shot, we're going to take it. So I know that, you know, that stuff in the moment, but as he settles into the pro game, I know he moved over to Joe Goosen. As he settles into being a pro, I know he's going to...
Yoelvis left Salas.
Yeah, he's with Joe Goosen right now.
That's it. Fuck that. We talking about it. We've been talking about this, like, secretly off air for a while, but, like, fighters have been expressing that Salas is too on top of y'all, that he doesn't, for one, let you bring people to the gym. For two, let those people record you at the gym. For three, allow the fighter himself to record or take pictures because he's afraid that the tutelage, the knowledge, or the training camp secrets would get out. But he's not understanding. Fucking Jake Paul made $40 million because he got a social media following. You can't just turn it off for 8 weeks, turn it back on, and now it's like, oh, I'm not fighting again, turn it off. Like, you can't do that. Like, but I don't know. You obviously don't have a problem.
No, there's no problem. So what I can do is, because I don't want to step on anybody's toes, you know, disrespect either like anybody has beef or anything like that, but I haven't had those issues. So
you can invite me there because I was invited by Joe Joyce.
Yeah.
And I'm recording, and he's like, oh. They sent the boys after me, like, oh, you can't record it here. Did you talk to someone? I'm like, what? I'm here with Joe Joyce. And then Joe Joyce manager, Shane, is like, no, he's with me. He's like, no. He can't record, but their official camera crew with the backpack, he could record. And I'm like, what the fuck is the difference? You feel me?
Yeah.
So they strict. I remember one time Bo was there. His wife went straight to him, you know, and to you, right?
He did come to me.
Yeah, it was the same day. Yeah, the same day we was there.
I don't
but
know.
So what? I mean, from your point of view, why is it that you think that guys who have been winning are leaving Salas?
Yeah, because
like
we gotta let the audience know. Alberto Puello left, and now he's a WBA champion. Hector Garcia left, and now he's a WBA champion. I'm missing one more. Well, you just said now Yoelvis. I can't believe he lost Yoelvis.
Carlos.
No way. Adames left too? Jesus Christ. That's crazy. So who's left? Joe Joyce, you, and who? Gilberto.
Ugas.
Gilberto, Gabriel Maestre.
He's there with us.
Ugas is still there? You sure? Because I
Ugas
seen some shit Salas posted. You know you seen that.
Yeah.
Salas kind of got mad at Ugas. Or something having to do with Ugas for sure after that Earl fight. Did y'all not see that? You don't remember we did the show?
I remember. I just don't remember the context of it. Like
it was weird because he's doesn't really write English. It was some weird. I'm trying to write English captions.
Oh well.
But it was basically about money, you know, and like when you get on that level, how things change.
Wait, so hold on. Adame's got the big fight coming up. Who he training with?
Bobby Santos, I bet you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And Bobby got a heavyweight now. Cuban heavyweight. That's probably how it came.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, something is up over there. You can't be losing all them fighters. Everybody's mad for a reason, bro. Obviously, you not.
Ugas, I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but I know like Ugas even stopped by the gym the other day. Like he's
okay. Thank God.
I know things are at least cool on the surface, but I know. Like,
I hope Robisi come back because Robisi been.
Oh
doing...
yeah, Robisi. How could I forget him? Robisi's in training, deep in camp right now.
What? He's out here?
Yeah.
Bro, you got the fight coming up.
You didn't see the Magdalena fight?
Come on.
Oh, yes. We talked about it. And Devin actually thinks that Magdaleno is going to do better than he... I don't
We
think
got
so.
into it, Devin. I'm like, Chan, what? Like, he was like, yo, bet. He's like, what you want to bet? I'm like, oh, man, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, Magdaleno's going to get walked over, but...
Right.
I think that...
Robisi
will get the win.
And not just that, but I'm not gonna lie. Just like you spoke on Tony Brady, I'm big on Larry Wade, and it showed in that last fight. At least, you know, only one camp. I get it, but
it's been a couple. They just building off it.
Okay.
Like, what was the one where he fought Orlando Canizales? I want to say his name is the Puerto Rican.
Okay.
I'm forgetting his name right now. But when he fought him, they had a good camp with Larry Wade. And a big thing I noticed about strength and conditioning is, your first time, like you're testing it out and you go and fight it. If you make it to a decision, that's almost better for you because then you're like, yo, I got this gas tank. Like it actually works. The strength and conditioning's working, all this and that. And then the next one, he went to London, got that knockout.
Yep.
And now he's just each fight is getting worse.
Yep, I remember now the Orlando Gonzalez-Ruiz.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about.
I think that was Fury Wilder undercard.
Yeah.
Yep, I was there. I remember that fight, but that was a decision that he dominated, like it, you know.
Oh yeah, and
probably a 10-0, 9-1 type of fight.
And that's where he got the confidence in his gas tank. Now he knows like, yo, this stuff works, and now he's pressing on the gas even more. Why you think you see him hitting so hard? He's willing to let go of his power. He's learning to sit down on his shots, which was a big amateur to pro
transition. Yeah, it's hard. Not everybody can get that.
Exactly.
Especially, I feel like. That Cuban style is even harder because it's so much about just activity. Like get yourself all right now, get out of danger. You know. So
I'm actually watching that right now. That you bring that up with Johannes Argilagos, the other Cuban. He came with Salas, and I'm watching the transition again because I saw Robesi when he first came with Salas. It was the same thing. It's like you see like genius almost like just the stuff they do. I'll even be like, yo, you taught me this move. They're like, what are you talking about? I don't even remember doing that because it's so natural. They don't even realize what they're doing.
They the coach or they the fighter?
As the fighter. It's so natural. It's so like Robesi, I've told him, yo, like you showed me this little faint step, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I don't even remember doing that. Like I'm peeping, you know, I'm taking notes and learning, but
for sure.
It's so natural. They just do this stuff. And now they're learning how, like on when to do things, you know, with conviction, like to plant their feet, do this and that. And I'm watching Argilagos now land with his knuckles a little more. You might see him with a little more pop soon. And he's starting with Larry Wade, too. But it is crazy because that amateur style, and you get 300-400 fights, that's ingrained in your brain. It takes a little time to adjust. And that's what we're seeing with Robesi now. He's turning into a professional fighter. And things are changing. You guys see that in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, take us out of, take Nuss out of doubt. If you remember, did Robesi turn pro with Salas?
No, I told you that.
No.
That's Devin that didn't want to believe. I told him I was in Robesi's first ever camp. He was in Keith Thurman's gym, but everybody thought he's training with Keith Thurman's trainer with Dan Birmingham. He was training with some other dude that knew Spanish, might be Cuban American, something. He's the one that kind of was part of the team that got him here, and he went down there.
Yeah.
He still lives out there, but the training wasn't right, and he came out here. I always thought he was going to go to Pedro Diaz, who's also Cuban and is down there, right there in Hialeah, but he never did.
Yeah.
It worked out over here, though. He's looking good.
100%, but I'm pretty sure, I'm under the impression, I'm pretty sure Ugas is the one that was calling Robesi,
Yes.
talking to him and stuff, and telling him, like, yo, you got to come here. This is where it's at. This is where you'll learn.
Well, I mean, for sparring, it can get no better here. Everybody comes here one day or another, so you're always going to get the best sparring here.
And then just think about it. I mean, you were there the other day. Like, you got Salas, who may bring some guys to Top Rank one day, or you may have Bones.
Yeah,
bring
those are beautiful days when Top Rank has Salas, Bones, Ken Porter, all these
Coach K, everybody.
Coach K, all these different teams is like nice little wars, beautiful.
Man, it's been insane. I've helped Troy through his last 2 fights.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask you. Yeah, I saw you and Troy getting
he's very technical. He's very
man. I love that work. It's a lot of back and forth action. Like me and him are always even all excited because he has that same mentality. Like we trying to get better.
Yeah,
we beating the hell out of each other, but we trying to get better. Like I tell him like, hey man, I caught you with the shot. Like that was dumb. Why'd you do that? Next day he'll come with some crazy counter. He's like, yo, like I caught you with this. I landed this, and we literally growing each time out. So that's been dope, man. I love the work, and I gotta be thankful to Coach K for setting that up. He's been helpful a lot.
So your situation promotionally is with the PBC?
PBC.
Okay. So it's just a waiting game then.
Literally, man, it's just a waiting game, and I'm really trying to get whoever, man. I know Lubin needs a fight coming back. If you need a tune-up, I'm right here. Anybody, man. The rematch with Ramos, whoever. I just want a name. If you're ranked above me, it's fair game.
It's funny. I had got a tip that Lubin wanted someone. Let me look that up.
But in the meantime, champ, who else have you been getting work in? I
have it on good notice that Lubin's team contacted Jesus Ramos for the fight. I don't know why. Obviously, Jesus Ramos undefeated, has a lot of momentum and big as fuck. But
it's that. You hit it right on the head. It's that's what it is. They're gonna look at that.
Yeah, but that was a tough loss to Sebastian Fondura. Like, do you want to jump right back in there with another? Because I seen Jesus work. That boy, he sounds like he got a bala too. You know what I'm saying? Like he letting off some balas. Have you sparred him?
I fought Ramos.
Oh shit! I feel so stupid. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the second to last fight.
No, that's why I was smiling. I was like, nah.
How was that power? I didn't see that fight. I'm sorry.
The power for me, it was more the volume. It's the consistent volume and
what about
stuff.
the length? I feel
length
like
too,
even though he gives away his height, he gets so wide to reach you guys.
And he does have like a cool. That's why they call him Mono, that's Spanish for monkey.
Yes.
He just had crazy arms.
Yes.
He does use them, and then with the length and the volume, I think it's more of that, and then sometimes just that accumulation.
Damn, so embarrassing. I didn't know you fought him.
Yeah, he good.
When was that?
Watch the next one.
September of last year.
Oh, see it right there in Minneapolis. Oh, you went 10 rounds.
Yeah.
No
I was
stoppage.
never hurt or anything in that fight. It was just he was just a better man that night. So that's why
activity then.
Yeah.
So what? Because right now we have gotten the privilege to see Devin Haney sparring with someone, and I know who he's sparring. So I've gotten the privilege to hear the trainer try to adjust to what's happening. Obviously, Devin is overwhelming him with massive jabs and right hands.
Yeah.
You're talking about the activity of Ramos. What defensively do you have to do to create offense on someone that is so active?
With that, it's establishing your own jab. Like you're talking about, if you give a boxer, like Haney, if you give them a jab, they're going to jab you all night. We just watched 12 rounds of that for him to become undisputed. If you do not neutralize their best weapon, you're like, why are you even in there? You're just going to go get your check. Like, that's your number one goal in there. Like, okay, what's their main weapon, second weapon, whatever. And I'm in there to neutralize that. I'm in there to pick that apart. And I feel like that comes with experience, and then just being able to establish your own jab or your own main weapon over theirs.
How much do you weigh right now? Like right now?
Right now, 170, 171.
Ooh, that's too high. What would be the lowest you'd be willing to get just to work with a world champion? Like if a guy like Devin needed you, but you're too heavy, how low would you be able to get? Can you be 154, or is that too tough to hold to spar someone?
To hold, I'll be completely drained.
Yeah,
because he fights at 54.
I know he fights at 54, but I overheard a conversation where they were bringing someone in, but he was too heavy. I don't want to say the name because I don't know what I'm at liberty to say. So I know 170 is too fucking heavy. You know what I'm saying? And that work, to me, work with an undisputed champ, plus you being paid for it, that's valuable. You know?
I can say I'm getting enough work to not need to do something like that.
For sure.
Not that I would ever turn down, experience like that, but when I used to fight at 147, Shakur came in through and sparred me and Ugas. On separate days.
I remember him sparring Ugas. I didn't see him sparring you.
How was that? I was like the next day. It was really good, man. I give Shakur a lot of props. He's one of the smartest fighters.
So his size being small, you didn't just like, man, fuck this little guy. I'm going to run him over.
In like the first or second round, I popped him. I threw a little like too much on it, but nah, bro, it was like no folding, whatever. I give Shakur a lot of props. He's one of the smartest.
Wait. What does that mean? You threw a little too much on it, like for your size, you were
my size, yeah.
So his trainer said, "Oh, dial it back," or you yourself knew?
Even me, bro, because I'm gonna act cool for hitting a guy like what? How many weight classes is that under?
Do you think
3? I think.
Do you think that you let it go because of the intensity of his sparring, or it was just some natural shit?
No, just natural. Especially back then when we sparred, I couldn't stop throwing. Like all I knew was just try to crack people. But no, it was really cool. Like I hit him with the stupid shot, and he's like, oh, good shot, this and that, and then he's like, oh, you won't land that again though. And then so I just started messing with him. I started throwing back to back to back. But I do give him props because there's a lot of fighters, world champions, I won't mention, that I'll catch with that shot. There's no adjustment, and he made the adjustment on the fly in the sparring, and I really like that because like I just talked about with Troy, I like that challenge. I like to be in there thinking, if we're just fighting basically, I'm not.
How long ago was this?
Years ago. I was still at 47. I'd say before COVID too, like 2018.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Damn, so before he became champion?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, no.
He was just light sparring Jared too. Yeah. Jared Anderson.
I saw that. Yeah, that's it was no surprise to me. Like, but then see, like same thing I'm saying. Like, what's Jared gonna do? Throw like a crazy shot at him?
Right. They're working.
Yeah, you work for like the boxing. Like, there's people that can't do that. They can't differentiate.
Dial it back.
Yeah, but nah, bro. I'm working with someone at that weight. I'm gonna work boxing stuff. I'm gonna work, whatever.
Yeah, no. I mean, we definitely have a respect for Shakur over here. I've been with him for numerous camps now, and seeing the sparring and the work that they. So let me ask you this: that was at Salas, or was that at Top
it was
Rank?
at Salas.
Okay,
so there was a couple gyms back, but yeah.
So let me ask you this: how many minutes did you guys spar?
We didn't do those 4-minute.
What?
We did 8.
What?
I want to say 8 3-minute.
3 minutes. I was just asking because I'm in camp with them. I know they do 4 minutes on 4-minute round, 30-second rest.
Yeah. And maybe if we were at their gym, but Coach, he was with Coach K at the time, coming through anyway. And Coach K is real respectful. Like when they come to our gym, they're gonna do our time. Like when I go to theirs, they like to do like 30-second breaks or maybe 4-minute rounds every now and then. But when you're at that person's gym, you kind of follow what they're trying to do.
Yeah, no,
unless
absolutely.
You're the one fighting, you getting work or whatever. But
I was just curious because sometimes they'll be like, granted this was before he was world champ, but sometimes I've seen world champions come into gyms where it's like, all right, cool, you the champ, you want to do 4 minutes, we'll do 4 minutes, or you want to do 1 minute in between rounds, or whatever it is. Sometimes I was just curious, more so just because I wanted to see how it is that you dealt with the 4 minute.
I want to know how it is in your gym, right? So if you get there first, how does the music go?
Man, all I need is a good beat.
But if you're there alone, it's just you, Salas, and his wife.
Yeah.
What's the rules?
I could put music. Yeah, it's real open to.
So
whoever.
then, what if you're there, you're shadow boxing in comes Joe Joyce. What's the rule now?
But you're the one playing music when Joe Joyce walks in.
If you're asking if I'm gonna get punked, Joe Joyce ain't gonna punk.
No, ain't got nothing to do with punk. More seniority.
I feel you.
Maybe that gym runs under seniority or under ranking.
Yeah, because that's how some gyms are. It's like, okay,
the champ gets
the champ, or the
Right.
closest to the champ gets
control.
Yeah, I feel you. And it's I mean, I guess it could be like that, but the champ also gets his own time to train. We all like I go at my time, like whatever. Say like I train, like at this time every day, and he trains way later. If he comes in at my time or whatever, I'm still, we bumping the music. I like his taste in music though. He listens to a lot of rap. Like every time I walk in, he was like, yeah, Biggie, Tupac, stuff like that.
That's dope.
Yeah, so yeah, he has good taste in music, so I don't think we would have a problem.
Yo, we've been fortunate to see Joyce spar, and obviously Silas being in the corner. And I have to say, Silas has a very unique thing with like shouting things out.
Does he have little secrets for you? Like secret words where you hear him say something and you know what you have to do in the ring physically?
Of course. Sometimes he'll just say a name, like a fighter's name or something, and I know what combo he's talking about from that fighter.
That's
but
dope.
That's also just time. And I came here August 2018. So I'm going
wow.
Yeah. So, just building that time with him, just you're going to come up with stuff.
That's a nice amount of time to be with him for sure.
Yeah, man, super thankful. It's the whole reason I came to Vegas, to get this level of work, all the sparring I've been getting, just everything. And the decisions finally, it's really paying off. All the experiences coming out and everything. And I really feel like I'm finally, the fighter I've always pictured in my head, I came to Vegas and now he can finally really come out. Because I just felt like I was at a plateau for years and years. But now it's truly paid off, man. I'm not a big talker. I just really can't wait till this next fight. I've been literally training since April, and you guys are going to see something big.
Training since April is 5 months. How much is too much? When do you say I'm gonna go back home and take 2 weeks off because you're overtraining?
Yeah. I just don't.
Or is there no back home? Are you living here now permanently?
I moved here in August. Me and my family actually just took up, left. We were ready.
August of 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready to leave New Mexico anyway. It was kind of just felt like we're kind of done there anyway. Yeah. My parents would have ended up heading to Florida, Cubans, but I came here and they're like, no, like we'll go with you. We'll support you and everything. Like, my immediate family's real close. My immediate family. And no, man, everything's paid off.
Again, I guess this is just gonna be the episode where I look like an idiot. You're Cuban?
Yeah.
But Cuban American.
I don't blame you for that one because I was born in America.
Cuban American.
Yeah. But both my parents from Cuba.
So do you speak Spanish?
Completamente.
What?
No, I
said it.
I knew you spoke Spanish. I swear to God, I just assumed Mexican.
Yeah,
because
I can't blame you for that. No one, the only person in my life that's ever guessed it first try, like within a couple minutes of meeting me, was WBA Gilberto Mendoza.
Okay.
I met him and he's like, "Oh, you Cuban?" And I didn't even speak Spanish. It was just more like a hi, hello type of thing.
Holy smokes! And he's like from, where's he from? Argentina? Panama?
Panama, isn't it?
No, wait. Ain't Paco from Panama? And I don't know. Gilberto might be from like Argentina or something, maybe.
Let's see. Panama.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Panama. No, Venezuela.
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 Okay.
Yo, and Maestres from Venezuela. We should have known.
You're funny.
Yeah.
Yo, you're Cuban.
I get Middle Eastern, Mexican all the time. I get anything but that.
No, I could definitely see Middle Eastern without a doubt, especially with the beard right now.
Bro,
on your box rec, I can see Puerto Rican on box rec, man. I can see you being
with the braids.
Yes, I gotta show them this. Hold on.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's funny. I just assumed Mexican, definitely. But regardless, talk about some of the other work. I saw you in there with Fernando Vargas Jr. Who else have you been getting some work in with as of late?
Man, tons of people. It's been nonstop world champions. It was tons of work with Lara, Vargas, with Troy. I helped Troy through his last 2 camps. and I'm even spacing on some of the names, but everybody I've sparred has been a prospect, champion, legend, something.
I gotta ask you, since you've been working with Lara, what do you think about all these welterweights calling him out? You yourself have been a welterweight. You yourself spar him. He's an alleged middleweight. Mm-hmm. Does Danny do well? Does Thurman do better? Which one of those guys beats him? Or does Laura stop them both?
Man, I feel like the weight classes are going to matter there. I know those dudes are strong, but I feel like Danny was almost too small for 47. You know, at 40 was when he was, you know, killing it, taking over everything. So I don't know, 54, Danny, I really don't see that.
What'd you think of his performance against Jose Benavidez
Jr.?
It was solid. Did exactly what he had to do. You know, he stayed consistent. You know, he started having fun in there once he saw he was really dominating, and he was able to be himself. Man, what can I say?
I got James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas. It says, can Charlo overcome the obstacles that Fundora would bring if they meet up at 154, or does Charlo destroy him? Hashtag Spidercrab.
I still got Charlo in that one. I'm still, you know, he's obviously a problem, but you know, when a guy like Charlo touches him, you know, I'll see if he's still able to hold up to it. You know, you saw Lubin was able to almost get that comeback in that fight, but I'm still leaning towards Charlo just because a tall dude like that, tall skinny dude like that, giving up his height against someone like Charlo, you have to be able to consistently take that heat, and that's what I'm kind of in doubt of still.
For sure. This is my question out to people. Were you upset at all that they announced Carlos Ocampos versus Sebastian Fundora, being as though that's your division, and Ocampos is, again, a welterweight, moving up. Boxing only remembers him for being knocked out to Earl, and somehow, somehow he's moved up in weight and gained ranking to be a mandatory to Sebastian Fundora.
Nah, you know, like, get your bag, bro. You know, it's cool. Like, we kind of see what it is. You know, like you said, he's 47 coming up. Just known for the Spence fight, but no, man. I'm just still gonna sit here patiently, not so patiently, but just waiting on my shot. You know, I'm not gonna hate on someone else. You know, because somehow, you know, they got theirs. I just want mine. I really just want mine. I'm focused on mine, nobody else's. And once I get that shot, I'm gonna ride with it.
So can you follow up? Can you beat Fundora? Do you think that's a style? Like, not right. Obviously, every fighter thinks he can beat everybody, but there's also styles that you know you do well against.
Yeah.
So, is that a style you would do well against, or you think you would, or is that just a style you know? But you know, it's a difficult fight. That would be a championship fight.
It's a style I've seen before.
Oh, really?
Back when
Fundora?
He's not as tall, but a tall southpaw. I think he's 6'2". He's actually in the UFC. A friend of mine from Albuquerque, where I'm from, I used to help him get ready for some of his fights in the UFC, and we would do 3 to 5-minute rounds, and just tons of work. And he's a MMA fighter, but he's known for his striking. So he's a good boxer, and I got used to that tall, awkward lefty stuff a long time ago. So I got some bags in some tricks in my bag for that.
But Fundura's a very, I mean, I don't want to overrate him and call him a phenomenal inside puncher, but my man is nasty on the inside. I really, especially with that height, I don't know that we've seen something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, of course not, especially not in the recent years or anything, but no, I fully believe in my skills and my abilities and my training and everything, and I work too hard. There's no way. I know I'll have the conditioning and everything to keep up the style that I need for that fight, because I know a problem for Lubin is he kind of got stuck in one spot a lot of times. When they start trading, you know, Fundora catches him with some shots. It got hard to move and do that stuff, but you got to just stick to your game plan, you know, no matter what. And I know that's easier said than done, but I truly believe in my abilities and that I could get that fight done.
Has that ever been a fight that's come across your table?
No, nothing. That fight hasn't, but I haven't turned it down to any of the fights, man. Like, you know, what you get is what you see. So I'm waiting on that next offer, you know. Hopefully it's a big name like that, and we're ready to go.
would you be open to a fight like that, or is that a fight that you would prefer to be for a vacant title or a title shot? Like,
well, I would prefer that with any of the guys because I'm trying to get a name. You know, I don't want to like come back on here and now, like so and so whatever fight. I'm just trying to stay busy and I want those names. So whichever name, I would like it to be for an eliminator title, but no, I'm open to any fight.
Yeah. So I just heard back that allegedly Ramos's camp said no
to the Lubin fight.
So let's see if your name can be in the hat now, man.
Yeah.
You know. How long has it been for Lubin? He's back in the gym too. I've seen
April. He fought April, so it's been a couple months. But I know personally that he's been in the gym for at least a month.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, in there training. We'll see.
Yeah, man. Whatever spot opens, man. I'm ready for any and everything.
Definitely before the end of the year, though, right?
Oh no, of course, yeah. I'm definitely trying to get in. I've been hoping since like July, August, because I thought there would be more fights this summer.
No wild undercard for you?
Not yet. I'll jump on it, but it hasn't been offered yet.
That's got to be difficult, man. Who's your contact?
I'm with Luis Tacuba, senior and junior, with Aldo Mir, and just that whole team. So they're working on stuff, and I know the reason I'm not getting some random stay busy fights because we're looking for that big fight. But of course, the activities. An issue too that we want to stay on top of because I do all this training not just to train, like I'm trying to actually work. So no, man, it's just staying busy above anything else.
So how often do you find yourself calling Louis, or does he just check in? Because as a fighter, I'm just being real. It's like we fought in March. It's now
September, 6 months later.
No, I'm going month by month. It's now April 20-something. Mm-hmm. That's a month in. Are you picking up the phone? Or you like, nah, it's only been a month. Let me just fall back.
Well, at that time, because immediately, right off the fight, I took those 2 weeks off and I came back and I was helping Lara for his camp. And I saw Luis there. So, there's been communication and stuff. And then Salas always checks in with him too. They're always, tapped in, because he has a bunch of his fighters. So no, there's that communication, and I just know they're working on things. That's why I just gotta stay in the gym, stay ready in case I get some kind of last minute call. We're ready to go, and that's it, man. It's but it is frustrating, of course, because we train. It's not like I'm staying busy, and if I get a fight, I'll step it up. Like I've been up, I've been leveling up and everything, but I'm kind of, if anything, it's a blessing in disguise. Been taking that time to level up more than I would have been able to if I would have just fought right away.
For sure. Yeah, man. Seems like it can get heavy on the conscience, man.
No, of course, because we like eat, breathe, sleep, everything boxing. So, of course, but I'm still enjoying the process. I'm not someone that just wants that end goal. Like, I am enjoying the process. I do enjoy training. I do enjoy pushing those limits, embracing that chaos that just comes with all the training and stuff. So it's part of you got to love the whole game, man, not just the end.
I want to ask about the struggle a little bit more. Maybe you have been through it. Maybe you're fortunate enough not to. But if so, how do you handle it? Like, I'm just imagining you right now. You're in a 5 months you've been out the ring. Mm-hmm. That's 5 months, no pay, no check. 5 months you paying your mortgage, your car note, taking care of the kids. So, like, do you ever get to the point where it's like, I need a fight, the mortgage is coming? Or have you learned how to manage it and remain calm because, you don't have to worry about, like, you've been able, some people that go buy the chain or the car and now mortgage is due. He tucked the chain in.
This was before that. But man, you're completely right. There is a frustration because of the level that we're training at. Like, even now, like, people, I've helped people through camps. Like, I helped Troy through his last 2 fights. Like, we get all the sparring in. He goes fights, comes back for another camp. We get the sparring, and I'm still waiting.
No
on that
fight.
First one. Yeah.
That guy. Oh my God, that's got to be tough.
Yeah. So it's definitely learning to enjoy the process. And I've always seen stuff. I'm actually wearing a shirt with my favorite fighter, Andre Ward. I've always watched like, you know, his whole kind of life story, and that when he went all those legal issues and everything, I saw like he stayed locked in and everything. He's that type of dude. So I was like, man, I got that in me too. And I look at stuff like that, just learning really to stay locked in. All that matters, you know, enjoy the process, keep working, and just sticking with it, man. Keeping my head down, staying training, and of course there's moments of frustration, but what am I gonna do? You know, not box. And no, like it's still gotten a lot better. You know, I'm with PBC now. When I was coming up under the radar, you know, no promoter, just my manager at the time.
But your manager's always been Louis.
No, I started off with Cameron Duncan.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at you.
I was with him till 16-0.
Wow.
My first 16 fights were with Cameron.
And what happened with Cameron Duncan?
How'd you get out of that?
It was a little troublesome.
I'm sure.
That's part of the struggle.
Because Boots and Brandon Lee, them dudes ain't get out. You see how long Crawford and Mike, it took them a long time to get out too.
There was some stuff involved. I had to pull together to get out, but you know, actually the second I got out, like within a week, I signed with Top Rank. Like that was just how bad. You know, everybody's like, "Yo, you're 16-0." You know, Cameron's gave you that stamp of approval type thing. I was one of his top guys, and everything, but nobody would sign me. And then I was like, bro, I need to do something. I wasn't fighting. I was fighting every 7 months. You know, like you said, the struggle. I was fighting every 7 months, and I was getting paid $1,000. So that was the struggle. You
So
know?
what were you doing in between? You still full-time fighter? No side job?
I had little side jobs that I kept finding on-call work, so I could, because I never took time.
What kind of work?
Man, I would do I had a friend of the family would work at a car dealer, like in the shop, and they would let me pick up all their metal recycling. I'd make a few $100 just on the weekend.
Okay.
Man, I was a banquet server for weddings, hotel at the Hyatt Hotel. Just anything that I could schedule around boxing, I would be like, all right, let's do it. You know,
For sure.
Because $1,000 every 7 months wasn't cutting it.
Of course not.
So now coming from that, you know, the
Wait. So now you made $1,000 in the last 7 months. What's your wife saying? Is it your wife or your girlfriend?
Not girlfriend at the time, but nothing, man. It's just supporting the dream, basically. Back then, I'm not with that girl anymore, but I know at the time that was a definite struggle. But man, I wasn't
new girl.
Really, I've been here a while, man. Vegas has been good to me.
My co-host says he can't find. I've been ever since I moved there. I've been trying to find him girlfriends because he say he can't find a girl in Vegas.
In Vegas?
So what I say is that Vegas is a terrible place to find a significant other. I mean, I feel like more so than other places, you know. I was just having this discussion with somebody last night. I think that people kind of get, not everybody, but most people get caught up in the life of Vegas, and they kind of, are looking for certain things. And I'm sure for you being a boxer, you've had, women that are only coming to you for that reason. Like, I'm sure it's happened to you because it's happened to me. Women who reach out just because, I see you around this fighter, or they see me around fighters. They think I got that fighter money when I'm really fucking. When I don't, right? I'm broke. So I don't know, man.
Along with them,
right? So I think that it's not an ideal place. I'm also young though, so it's like now it's like I'm kind of just chilling because I went from that phase where it was like I could have fun. Now it's like yeah, I'm having fun, but different priorities, I guess.
That I do agree. Now I do understand where you're coming from. In that aspect, of course, to like find a significant other, like what it is difficult, but
to find to find a beautiful woman in the city, that will not be hard. That's easy.
No, but I do feel you just like finding something real like that. It is hard, and then I'm definitely gonna have a lot harder of a time finding like that. I don't know that Vegas thing, but I found something here.
Okay.
But it is difficult. I feel you on that part.
What nationality?
Mexican.
Oh wow! You're gonna be the first. Would that be the first?
Yeah.
To break the cycle.
I'm the first generation, so I would, but we'll see. There is a big Cuban population here, but it
is.
Oh yeah.
Because I found a lot of restaurants, but I cannot find not one nightclub to listen to Hispanic music.
That has been tough. I know people they'll go to Senor Frogs on the Strip and places like that. But I don't hit those places too much.
Of course not. Fighter's life.
Yeah, so it's like if I do, it's just one little weekend out or something, like a Saturday.
And that's
night.
what I'm looking for. I mean, we're in here. You know, we're supposed to be in here at 5:30 in the morning, so it's difficult to have any sort of nightlife. But I have a significant other. I can't just always be work. Just like a fighter, you got your training camp, but after that, you fight and you take your family out. So it's kind of the same for us. We're always at it, bro. We're 7 days a week here.
No, I see you guys grinding all the time, man. I see you guys in gyms popping through, always on the podcast. You guys are grinding, man.
I mean, yesterday, this guy, God is good to me because I've always asked for someone that works as hard as me, but this dude works harder than me. I left yesterday, I don't know, 7:30. Yeah. He still was in the gym with Keyshawn and Bomac and Red and Edgar Berlanga. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm tapping out, fellas. I got to be here at 5:30, and I still got here late because I was out here too late. It's hard.
No, I feel, especially in Vegas, man. Vegas trains you for, like, nightlife.
Yes.
You up late. So
and it teases you. The nightlife teases you, man.
And I'm going to be honest, this is hard because I've never been a morning person. Mm-hmm. And I've practically my whole life worked graveyards. Mm-hmm. So it was like I would always have now I got to wake up at a certain time. But it's like fighters don't give a fuck. Y'all still doing road work at midnight.
Yeah.
So it's like if the champ called me like, yo, I'm finna go for a run, I'm like, all right, well, all right, champ, send me the location. Like, what the fuck else I'm gonna say? Because, man, this just not work for me. Like, this hard. This everything really.
Right. Yeah. And even to follow athletes like that, like I have learned in Vegas, athletes are almost opposite. You know, like there's a lot of morning stuff, but even if you wait till like midnight, I've ran at like 1 a.m. and it's over 100 degrees still. Like it's weird, you know, to feel that kind of heat when there's no sun. But Vegas definitely trains you to get adjusted.
It's so funny because I hear so many fighters that like, yeah, you know, I run at night to not run in the heat. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, why don't you run in this when the sun is coming up? Because that's the coldest time of day.
Yeah.
So if it's 110 that day, it might only be 92 during the sunrise. But at least, you know, at least y'all be good. I got to ask, New Mexico, did you find it easier to lose weight there or did you find it easier to lose weight here?
Man, looking back at my eating habits, I don't know how I wasn't fat. Like, I really trained like that. Like, I would always do 3 a day, even not in camp. Just, like, I was always grinding. And I realized how much that saved me because we don't have Foodie Fit in New Mexico. We don't have anything like that. There's no meal prep. There's like,
really?
Unless like an individual, like I got my own business.
Company,
yeah. But like these companies where you can just pop in, like pull stuff up. Man, everything is it's essentially Mexican food. You know, there's different like ways, recipes, ways to cook them, but it's heavy food. So I was always eating rice and beans, tortillas, like heavy stuff, like. And then plus Cuban food is heavy too. So any home cooked food, like everything I ate was heavy. But
so wouldn't you say that's your typical like Latino? Like we're always eating like heavy dishes, a lot of fried foods or real greasy foods and spicy. I don't know, man. I told my mom all the time, I'm like, yo, you know the rest of the world, they ain't got these health problems because they ain't eating as fucked up as us. You know?
No, that's why they say that every race has their own like specific like I guess diseases, you know, like, you know, certain stuff like the health issues because they all eat the same, like every race within, like, you know, our problems with all this heavy food, like we're all going to have the same issues.
Absolutely.
Like, that's why like each race is in that because we're all stuck in our own kind of ways until you learn to branch out.
Absolutely. Champ, what else you got?
I'm getting my matchmaking chops wet over here, man. We almost got Brian locked in.
Okay. Yeah, let's get him a date.
I'm trying.
Let's get him a date.
At first, they ain't know him. I had to send that boxer. I know Brian Mendoza. I know Brian. So we'll see. But last message I got was perfect. So when did he call the hammer out?
Amazing. Okay.
So what is it about him? Is it just the name and him seeming to be available in that same division as you? Is there anyone else in that division that you think is available that also would make a good fight that you wouldn't mind mixing it up with?
See, that's the thing. Of course, you know, Lubin's he has a name. You know, he's fought, you know, high level people and everything. He's done some things, and then that's what I want. I want that name. I want that spot. And it's just realistic, you know. Like, I know he's going to be looking for a comeback fight or something like that. And like you said, you know, he's already in the gym, whatever. So nah, man, like, even Joey Spencer just fought. Like, even that's a fight I would love. But he just fought, you know. So realistically, I'm just looking at, you know, whoever's available. Whoever's realistically available, I'm not going to just throw names out there.
What about Tony Harrison?
Tony Harrison, beautiful. Any of them.
I don't know that Harrison looks back, though.
Yeah, no.
I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just saying he's already said no to Luis Cubazares, who had a big win over Hurd.
No, and I was just in Detroit with him because he trains Alicia Bumgarner, and we were talking and interviewed him, and he was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not getting up for no small name. I need a big name. Get me off the couch. He like, I've been on my couch drinking beers. I don't know how true that is. That's what he said on camera. I don't know how true that is.
Uh-oh.
I know he been playing a lot of chess, so he keeping that mind sharp, but yeah, I don't know. Tony Harrison would be a good fight. Unfortunately, I don't know if it could happen, but I'd like it.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
Sergio Garcia, though, Samson's fighter that lost to him.
Hand him over.
He's a handful.
Of course.
My man was all over Fundura.
Yeah.
And he fought a good fight with Harrison, but he just, you know, Harrison was too nice in terms of boxing skills.
What'd you make of Tim Tszyu and his American debut? And
that's another name, Gaché, who lost to Tszyu.
And Terrell, you know,
he hasn't been in the ring in a minute since that loss.
Yeah, that was only a week or two after you.
Yeah. No, we fought. I was the swing bout on that card.
Oh, the same card.
Yeah.
Perfect comeback.
I was out there in Minnesota.
There it is.
Oh, damn. Why did I think that? You're right. Yes, that was part of the Minneapolis. I thought that was on the Lubin undercard.
Oh. Hold on. Let me get this last text. Because he said, well, tell him if he wants to get stopped, we can make it happen. This obviously, I got to tell you who it is now because he's talking like that. That's the coach.
Yeah.
That's Coach Kevin?
Yeah, you know it.
Okay. Coach Kevin Cunningham.
If it's that easy, you know, I'm right here.
I know. Me too. I'm like, who's making the call? You know, because I know Kevin he got that line. He can call Al. Yeah. You know, Mendoza, you probably got to call Louis to call Al. I mean, I'm sure he could just be like,
no, exactly. Choop, choop. That's what I'm looking at.
Yo,
man.
Shout out to the boxing voice where you get to
where
you get to come voice your opinion. You get to come get your shine, and then you get somebody to bring your line. Time to fight.
So, wow, that's crazy. So, the WBC has not updated because they got Jesus Ramos ranked somehow at 54 below Lubin. Conwell's a good fight, but he's not with PBC, but he's with Lou DiBella and Probellum. But he's a serious puncher. Have you ever been around him, sparred him, training?
Do you know
amateurs?
who he is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen him. I don't know too much about him, but, you know, of course, I'm always watching boxing. I'm a big fight fan anyway. So, yeah, like, I've seen some fights and stuff, but there you go. You know, like you said, like, as soon as there's, like, some kind of butt he's with or butt, this and that, I'm looking for realistic fights, something that we can make now.
I mean, I think Gaché is pretty realistic, you know.
Gaché is realistic.
And, I mean, that's still, to me, in my opinion, a step up for you.
Sergio Garcia is realistic, but you're not in the – I mean, yeah, that's realistic for you because you're not even in the top 15 at WBC. He's at least at number 15, which is really low. That's fucked up. He was all the way at number 1, man. That's crazy to drop that many slots,
look
bro.
at Sean Porter. He got dropped after losing to Kell Brook. He was the champion, and the IBF completely dropped him. So, you know, we have...
Yo, even Michael Sorro's still around. That's crazy. That might be a good name, but he's not with y'all. He's on the outskirts somewhere, maybe like a Canadian promoter.
Yeah.
Well, we got some questions from the people for you, so enough matchmaking. We'll see what Kevin says in terms of if he making the call. We got Ruin of 504 New Orleans. He says, you've been fighting once a year lately. Will your team get you back in the ring before this year is out? You kind of answered that, but if you want to add anything.
I'm with it. Like I said, you know, I'm on here. I don't like that clout chasing thing. I'm not trying to, you know, get like a random name. Like the people that I name are realistic. I'm trying to get a real fight. I just want to show the world how great I am. And I just need a name, you know, like something big now for that platform.
Man, I like that Gaché fight.
Yeah.
I like the Lubin fight. I think Lubin is more known in the boxing world.
I just think that's gonna be a bit harder just because Lubin is a bit bigger, but Gaethje coming up
Bigger. Oh, you mean in notoriety?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, but still Gaethje coming to 2012 Olympian, if I'm not right.
Oh, yeah.
He was part of that 2012 class.
And he's only got 2 losses.
You know, and top, you know, good names. You know,
He
Lara
is.
was the first one. And
and he dropped Zhu in that fight.
Or Tim Zhu, I'm sorry, in that first round dropped him. So, you know, I think that'd be a good fight. And like you said, you guys were on that same card, so why not?
I mean, if they want to treat you right, maybe Jamonte Clark. He's a common opponent with Fundura. People thought he beat Fundura.
Yeah.
You know, maybe test the wins. He's tall as hell too. So, like, if you really want to fight Fundura, that's your path.
Yeah. Start getting the tall guys out the way. But
what do you prefer? Because, you know, we sit here as quote-unquote analysts, and it's like, oh, this guy is taller. This guy has more length. Are those advantages or disadvantages? I like to ask that to everyone because some people like being the shorter man versus the taller guy, and some people like being the tall guy with the length versus the shorter man. How is it for you?
Man, Vegas has kind of neutralized that whole thing for me. I get so much different work. I'm taller, I'm shorter, I'm stronger, I'm faster, you know, whatever than anybody. I don't really have a preference. Like, I'm cool with southpaws or right-handers. I'm comfortable. Even, like, people I've sparred that, like, you know, might switch. I don't have that hesitation. I'm cool with either one. I've learned how to fight tall fighters, short fighters, speed, jabbers, movers, everything. I'm really ready for whoever.
I got Brandon in Houston. He says, don't be surprised if they put you in there with Joey Spencer. I've always said Spencer versus Ramos is a fight that will happen next year, and with you being a common opponent with Ramos, I can see them trying to step Spencer up versus you. Any thoughts on this?
I would love it. You know, like I said, like, that's a realistic fight to make. You know, why not? He's undefeated. He's coming up or whatever, and like you said, we have that mutual opponent. So now I would love that fight.
Well, I think that is all the questions. Brian, I want to thank you, obviously, for coming on. We do appreciate your time. If you could give out your social media, and then we'll take a quick intermission and go ahead and take a picture with you.
Cool, let's get it. I'm on social media all across the board at La Bala Mendoza. And we just here. I want to appreciate you guys giving me this platform and everything. You guys always show love, man. I really appreciate that. It means a lot.
Austin Trout. He's not with PBC anymore, but I don't think he left on bad terms. He's number 6 in the IBF. How is that possible? He's been fighting at 48. No, he's been trying to get to 47.
40, yeah.
And let me tell you, he's been in the gym. I was just in Houston with Regis Prograis. He was definitely in the gym.
And that's twice because you went once without me, and the last time we was there, we just missed him.
Yep. So, I mean, he's for sure at least the last 2 months he's been in the gym.
Yeah.
We know that.
And he's a name. Listen, nobody stopped him either. He fought both Charlos, Cotto, and Canelo, and never got stopped.
Yeah. Austin Trout's the homie. He's from New Mexico too, actually.
That is true. He's from Albuquerque.
Yeah.
He's Las Cruces.
Exactly.
I forgot. Man, I'm looking like an idiot in this interview. That's 3 mistakes.
I used to go, like, I would take that 4-hour drive down to Las Cruces, 3-4 hour to spar with him sometime. Yeah, because I don't know. He's a world champion and everything. I don't know how he lives in that small town. That is a small town. Like,
bro, and all them damn dogs he got, right?
Yeah.
Fucking barking dogs.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. 4 hours to spar Trout. You want this.
Oh, no, yeah. I've always, like that's what I've always done.
That's one way or that's round trip?
One way.
Holy. So you were spending the night?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a sister actually that lives in Cruces.
Okay.
So I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go visit, but then immediately I'd jump out to go spar.
Okay.
And Trout's always down. Like, sometimes I would call him last minute, and I was like, hey, can you spar this day? He's like, Jen, just pull up. Like, he's always in the gym, so I know, like, when you said he's training, I know he's always working.
Damn. So that'll be tough. You might need to win a couple, so that I'll give you a hometown fight with Trout.
Yeah, I think a New Mexico fight like that. 2 New Mexicans going at it, man. I think that would be crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember driving through, and just last thing before we let you go, I remember driving through Las Cruces.
Oh wow, you actually drove through there?
Yeah. First time I drove to Chicago, I had a little 4-cylinder, and it was Christmas week. I didn't want to drive through the mountains. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna take this longer route. Added like 3 hours anyway. But, bro, I get off the exit in Las Cruces, and I'm looking for the gas station. I saw the big-ass sign, but I couldn't actually find it. So it's maybe 7 in the morning. I see an old couple walking, and the shit was out of a movie. A little tumbleweed go by. I swear to God. And I asked the couple, I'm like, I'm looking for the whatever brand gas station it was. Bro, they looked at each other, start whispering shit. I'm like, oh, they about to kill me. I literally left, got back on the interstate until I got to Texas, and I filled up in Texas.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, yo, I ain't never been to New Mexico, and I was scared, champ.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
Cool out there. It's just super small town. Like
You ever seen The Hills Have Eyes?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I'm saying. I'm scared.
Well, we're going to take this quick intermission and be right back. Go ahead and give out that social media one more time in case somebody did not hear you.
It's at La Bala Mendoza all across the board. Instagram, TikTok. I just jumped on TikTok, actually.
Nice.
Facebook, everything, man. We all across the board.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Be right back. What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Kenichi Beard for our intermission video. If you don't already have a set of Kenichi Beard headphones, you need to head on over to KenichiBeard.com using the code TBV. Get yourself 15% off and get these headphones to double as not only headphones for you to work out and listen to this amazing podcast, but also as gaming headphones. You can put on a detachable, attachable mic and get the talking ish with everybody you playing Xbox or PlayStation with. Check out KenichiBeard.com. Don't forget to use the code TBV. Shout out to the family. We got JB Simona that says, what up, TBV? Showing love. Question, where do I get tickets for Nello GGG weigh-ins? I didn't know they was charging for them weigh-ins, bro. And Danny's not here. I'm not into paying for weigh-ins, so I don't know where that's at. They actually sent me, Bo, are you working Saturday? Your other job?
Absolutely. Yes.
So you're not watching the fight?
I'm gonna try my best.
Mm.
I be sad, bro. Because when I was in like Central Time, no matter what, I could always get off in time for the whole card. But now being over here, 3 hours different.
I need an affiliate. I'm gonna have to cancel my credential. We don't got nobody to send. Danny, you ain't going. You ain't going, fams.
I already messaged Anthony.
You ain't going, fams.
Too late.
I got all Jonesy.
I already messaged Anthony.
Actually, we gotta spin that
to swap it out. Champ.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool.
He gonna get us. He gonna get us Eddie on the show.
Eddie, let me go ahead and spin this wheel for SJB. Hasim Rockman glove. All you got to do is send another $10. You'll be in the running for the raffle for the Hasim Rockman glove. This is the senior, so it is a legendary glove that you can have. We got R. Jones that says, dang, y'all don't care about AJ Fury? Laugh out loud. What? The fact that AJ accepted? Is there a contract? No. Didn't they say that they were going to halt negotiations till after the Queen? Yes. So what are we reporting, really? That he accepted? Okay. Show me a contract. Sign that motherfucker. Do something.
JB Cinema, $5 super chat.
We said that unless it's a new one. Because if it's What Up TV, we did that.
Yeah. Were you able to get him the answer?
Actually, I did say Danny's not here. And he usually knows that.
Yes. So don't need tickets. It's outdoors. Toshiba Plaza, which is pretty much just like in front of the T-Mobile Arena. So, yeah.
Well,
right where right near where we did our famous show for the last Canelo Triple G fight.
Beer House. I missed that, man. Remember them days?
Yeah, remember the first day we ran that tab up so high that the next day they're like, hey, you could
only drink Chivas liquor.
Yeah, you could only drink.
I mean, it's your fault. You wanted to drink Don Julio. I kept it regular. I was like still drinking Chivas. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, Scotch isn't what I drink.
Is that Scotch? I thought it was whiskey.
Scotch whiskey.
Oh, Scotch whiskey. So is there like a whiskey, and what's the difference?
Yeah. One is whiskey and one is from Scotland whiskey.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just making that
shit up. So Black Label is whiskey though.
Yeah.
Okay, because I used to drink hella Black Label coming up. Like Black Label with like
you was off the Johnny Walkers.
Hella like blue, green, red, black. It was. I never really fucked with red and green. Obviously, those are not the official ones, but I have tasted red and green. It was always black, and then I never splurged on the blue. But my man, I had a friend at the time.
I was just gonna say who Unc used to splurge on the blues.
Nah, my boy, he loved. Dominicans love that shit.
Yeah, no, Mexicans the same way, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Look, my uncle that just passed.
Damn, should we tell?
We used to go to TJ, and that's all they used to get was either the Johnny Walkers or the fucking Buchanan's, the Scotch.
Maybe we should tell our bartender to have Scotch instead of vodka. I asked for vodka and you asked for Don Julio.
Yeah, I was cool with that.
Okay.
Because I don't drink, you feel me? I don't drink really Scotch.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really drink at all.
But that's kind of what you need to do. As a person that doesn't drink anymore, you need to drink new things. So, because, if you're drinking what you used to drink, you're going to fall, not long term, but you're going to fall into that for the night. Like, oh, let me get another, because that's what you used to. But if it's like a Scotch, like you said, it's not.
I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Like, for you, I think it's different, right? Because you've been a smoker for so long. But for me, it was like, bro, I don't know. When I started smoking, it was just like the liquor just.
No need.
It just don't hit the same. You get what I'm saying? Plus, it's just, I don't know, bro. When you high, it's different. You know
Cannon with the $2 super chat that says, when will the drawing for this wheel happen? But which one are you talking about, my friend? Like, which drawing? Because there's so many, and they're all different, to be honest. Obviously, we got, Canelo Triple G fight raffles. We got the frock with water bottles. We got, it's just so many items. And each, like today, we haven't even given away a shirt.
Other items will be, I thought it's in the middle of the month, right? It's twice a month.
Depending on which one it is, obviously. Some go longer than others. But yeah, today we have to give away a shirt. We gave away a shirt yesterday, and we want to kind of make that more common. We got these FTWR brand shirts.
I'm wearing one right now.
Yep. And Keyshawn Davis was wearing one yesterday, which was very flattering and an amazing moment. So yeah, man, we need to give away one of these chairs. I said cheers.
Shirts.
That's what I meant.
Next $10 super chat gets them a free TBV shirt.
In the meantime, looks like Ken Porter's not there. I'm not really in the mood to text him and find out what's up and then wait for him to get here late. So my name is Ness GTO. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at Nestor Gibbs and catch me on the next one today a la 12 from the Wynn Casino, live in the Blue Wire studio for the Canelo versus Gennady Golovkin Fight Week show. And possibly some big guests. As
Fighter arrivals are today, Ness.
Exactly.
So
Hopefully Canelo's staying in our hotel.
We'll get the first Fight Week face-off. So definitely just keep an eye out for all the content and shit like that.
Word.
But we out, man.
Peace.
Ringwalk Danny, Instagram and Twitter. Bo Mason _TBV, the boxing voice on all social media platforms.
There are no calls. There's only 2 people on the line that have not pressed 1. Canna. That's the answer to that. Bye.